This is from the New York Post.
We are coming up.
This is all of like the breaking reactions of all the major news networks to the attempted assassination of President Donald Trump, as well as other members of his cabinet. Other closed captions on here? No, they are not, which is unfortunate.
We are coming on the air with breaking news out of Washington, D.C. and the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where President Trump and other high-ranking White House officials have just been evacuated from the Washington Hilton after loud noises were heard in the lobby.
I think we got Brett back.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Listen,
What are you learning?
I'm in the Fox News 30-year party room. We are holding here, and as we were coming in here, the Secret Service CAT team came in, and they're still going through each room. They're going room by room, checking rooms. They are telling us that we are going to leave now because they are still searching room to room. So we are hearing rumors that there was somebody that was engaged and that maybe someone has been shot, and that it may be the shooter, but we have no information. And right now, these guys are coming in. We're going now this way, sir. And they are.
Somebody's hanging in the back room.
Someone's hanging in the back room? Okay. All right. Let's go.
It was a moment of tremendous tension.
Wow.
Because no one
So
seemed to know.
a lot of panic here. It didn't really seem like these reporters were ready for a situation like this, which to some extent I understand. You don't really expect something like this to happen at an event like this, but also a lot of field journalists are used to being in dangerous situations. So I am a little bit surprised that there wasn't a more coordinated plan where it's like, hey, something happens, you go this way, you go that way. If you're a man, typically you're told, when you go to a place, check the exits. If something happens, figure out where you're going to go. I often think about this when I'm out and about. So I am a bit surprised that more people in general, especially the males there, didn't seem to be as ready. Like Brett Baer there almost seemed like he, wasn't sure what the next move was going to be. He got himself to a safe place, but there were other people on the phone with him who, seemed like they just kind of scattered and, ran to random places. There should have been more coordination, I think, from these journalists. You don't want people getting lost. You don't want people running into gunfire, hiding in ways that are not optimal, or, just sitting there like sitting ducks.
Whether there was a gunman on the loose, under a table, the threat was somewhere, and at that particular moment, it felt like it was everywhere. One by one, the Secret Service evacuated.
We continue to lose. He's coming in and out, but we're looking at video right now.
Oh yeah, with tall buildings, the cell phone signal does go in and out.
This was when suddenly there was some type of noise heard at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Niels, when all of a sudden I heard a loud bang. It almost sounded like a dish dropping, and turned behind me and saw people moving quickly towards the front of the room. It became very apparent very quickly that it was Secret Service rushing in.
The one thing I do find interesting is that no one really reacted to the noise, even though you can hear it in the stream. So it seemed very much to me like, the gunfire was so far away that it was muffled to the point where people didn't really think that it was a very urgent or serious matter. To some extent, it's good. There is some level of success that the Secret Service had here where they were able to stop this attack, and he wasn't even able to get into the room, which is a big plus. But you've got to consider the fact that he was able to just sit in there with guns and knives for days. Without being stopped, without even being checked, is a bit absurd. And there are a cacophony of lessons, there are a litany of lessons that the Secret Service should be learning from this scenario.
The president surrounded and immediately taken off of the stage. We saw Secret Service rushing in what appeared to be full tactical gear, guns drawn, full helmets on, swarming the room. Everyone in the room, and keep in mind, this is thousands of people, journalists, members of the cabinet, members of the administration, everyone dropped to the floor instantly.
And actually, we just saw Secretary Hegseth, Secretary of War, and the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen rush through the lobby here where we're standing, which is actually next to the magnetometers where this whole incident happened. But we shouted at Mark Wayne Mullen and we asked him if President Trump is okay. They confirmed the president is okay, the vice president is okay, and so is the first lady. But this is a very scary situation here.
Man, I am glad that the journalists made it out okay. I'm also really glad that, you know, no one ended up getting killed. This is just a terrible situation.